know you like to travel. You get around all over the Tennessee Valley. Have you ever heard of Rocker Gallery in Sheffield?
I've heard of Sheffield, but not the Rocker Gallery.
Well, you know what? I've got a treat for you. You're missing out if you haven't, even at home. I took a trip to the shows recently to see what all the hype is about, and this is what I found. This morning on Day to Day is Alan Daig, co-founder of Rocker Gallery in Sheffield, Alabama. Thanks so much for being with me today, Alan.
Of course, we're happy to have you here.
It's so beautiful in here. You were telling me that you and your wife birthed Rocker Gallery together. What was that conversation like in the beginning?
Well, we are passionate about a lot of things, and two of the things that we are passionate about is music and art. And I'm a furniture maker and furniture designer and a musician as well. And so we wanted to create a space that we both could bring something to, you know, and create something maybe that's really not ever been done or not ever been done in this area in particular, where we're offering my furniture and the work of other artists that is music centric or music related in some way.
You've done a great job with doing that, showing me how you utilize the different spaces from the gallery upstairs where there's a kitchen, hosting events, you mentioned weddings as well, and still providing a space where you work right here in the shop. You know, how does all of that encompass in Rocker Gallery? What does it stand for?
Well, first of all, I needed a place to work. If I was gonna, as a maker, I'm a furniture maker and furniture designer, and I had to have the space to do that. I can't just work from anywhere. And so, you know, we wanted to first of all make sure that I had a good space that would be suitable for my work, and then began to kind of imagine how we were going to use the rest of the great space we have.
Perfect. Now, I'd be remiss to not mention your own work that you have here. You've been in woodwork. We're literally sitting on chairs that you handcrafted and made. I just love, they have these little moving pieces on them. I personally have not seen chairs like this. You have to tell me what got you interested in creating rocking chairs.
Well, my desire to create furniture came out of being burnt out in a previous career. I was a therapist, a mental health therapist, and I began to look for other ways to be creative, really. That was my goal, is I wanted to be involved in a creative endeavor, and I wanted to make something with my hands. And so I began exploring what that might be, and I was drawn to woodwork, and there was something about chairs in particular that I was really drawn to. I guess the utilitarian nature of it, that you can sit in it, that you can use it, it can be a part of your life every day, instead of just a piece of art that you're looking at, and that's fine. But I was really drawn to making something that I could use. And
the Rocker Gallery is where you kind of put some of those finishing touches. Can we take a look at your workshop?
Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome.
So what you have is there's two holes in every block.
Okay.
Right? And there's one steel cable that laces all the way through the whole chair.
That just winds all the way down.
That winds all the way through the whole chair. And if you look at the side of the chair
you can see the detail on that.
You can see the detail on that.
Gotcha. And that just adds to the chair. It just adds to the look as well.
That's right. And it allows the chair to adjust to the shape of the person that's sitting in it. So there's no pressure points, right?
Yes.
The chair is free to adjust to you when you're sitting in it.
So from beginning to end, about how long does it take for you to do either one or a full set of chairs?
It's a good question, and I get that question a lot. And it's really a hard question to answer in some ways. Typically, it's 5 to 6 weeks or so in every chair.
Wow.
No, most of that time, or a lot of that time, is spent in the finishing work, the
Yeah.
sanding and the oiling and the sanding and the oiling. And, you know, all of these individual pieces have to be handled 9 times before they ever go into a chair. So it takes a lot of time. So this is 800 grit sandpaper, and we go to 1200 grit sandpaper, which is just a little bit rougher than a paper bag, right?
Okay.
So it's really smooth. And so generally I will adjust the chair and I'll lay it down where I can work on it easily, where I can see what I'm doing easily, and it's easy for me physically, instead of trying to work on the chair here, that I've got it down where I can look at it and see it. The grain of this piece of wood is running in this direction, as you see.
Yes.
Right? The grain in this piece is running in that direction.
Vertical.
So yeah, that's right. So I'm just making sure that I am consistently following the grain of the wood, right? And I'm just using my hands folded up sandpaper, and I'm just making sure that I'm following with one hand, because this is what I'm feeling with.
Yes.
This is what I'm working with, right? So I'm using both to kind of tell me, what it is that I need to be doing. I'm, staying clear of the rope. I'm not trying to sand the rope, of course, but we're just gonna continue to work our way.
And how do you know when she's done? What's that final feeling that you're looking for?
Well, it's a good question, and I don't know if I know the answer, but I do know that I like how there's a certain feel that I'm really going for. That your eye can be deceptive. Something may look smooth or may look nice, but once you put your hands on it, you can tell that it's not.
Yeah.
So I really pay attention to my hands and to what they're telling me rather than what I'm seeing always.
So when it comes to sanding, how much pressure do you need to put when you are going across your wood?
Well, it's a good question, and there are varying grits or varying roughness or smoothness of sandpaper, and so it's really kind of depends on what your goal is. If you're trying to change the shape of something, you're going to use a more aggressive sandpaper that can actually change the shape of the wood. Here we are just applying a finish, and then we're lightly sanding that finish and adding more finish.
Gotcha.
And then we very lightly sand, and so it's really just kind of a touch-up at a certain point, because you've done all of the main shaping of the wood in earlier passes, right? But as the grit gets higher, you're just very lightly sanding the finish, because you don't want to begin removing the finish, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I want you to test it. Tell you can feel it. Let me know.
Right here, kid.
Right here?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I got you. No problem. Alan, thank you so much for spending your morning with us and showing us around Rocker Gallery, and also letting me help you finish off one of those chairs.
Yeah, if you need a job, you come back and see me.
I will do that.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.